Without warning, he grabbed Karr's head and pushed it to the side, first left, then right, rocking back and forth with sharp jerks. A beating had never felt so good. "You like?" asked the talak, a combination attendant, masseuse, and scrubber in the exclusive Turkish bath. "Gave me goosebumps," said Karr. "We move on when you're ready." "Awesome!" Karr rolled off the hot marble slab, letting his bones soak in the warmth from the steam. Then he went out through an archway opposite the one where he'd come in. The talak was waiting, a razor in his hand. "I think I'll skip that, thanks," said Karr. The next stage of a traditional Turkish bath, tozu, the removal of hair from all parts of the body, was generally optional for foreigners, but the attendant looked disappointed as he put his blade away and led Karr through a set of columns to a shallow marble bath. There, he poured water over the American and began rubbing his torso with a camel hair glove several grades rougher than coarse sandpaper, pulling dead skin and hair into his fist. "Tickles," said Karr as he was flayed. After he was buffed down, Karr was soaped with a cream that smelled like olive oil. He felt like a chicken being prepared for a barbecue. A rinse with ice-cold water followed. It took 3 large basins to properly baste the 6'6" American, whose muscles tingled with each splash. Finally, the talak pronounced him finished by flapping a fresh towel in the air, wrapping it ceremoniously around Karr's midsection. As a final gesture, he gave Karr a long lecture in Turkish on the history of Turkish baths. They extended to the Romans, who had made their capital here in Istanbul in the 6th century, and their many health benefits. Since the American had no idea what the man was saying, he nodded as soberly as possible, given the circumstances. Only when he was properly educated did the talak see fit to release him, pointing toward an archway beyond the columns. These led to the masak, or cold room, a lounge where bathers went to recover from the ordeal of coming clean. Karr's wooden clogs were 2 or 3 sizes too small, and he felt a bit like a ballet dancer in special shoes as he ambled into the room. The only other occupants were 2 middle-aged Turkish men sharing a nargile, a classic Turkish water pipe, smoking apple-scented tobacco. Karr smiled at them, giving his head a half bow. One of the men said something to the other, and they both laughed. "Yep," said Karr, laughing himself. "Definitely my first time." He ran his fingers through his yellow hair. "Guess it shows, huh?" The men looked at each other and laughed again. They were in their 50s, obviously well off or they wouldn't be here. They sat on a large couch, covered with a cloth so thick it looked like a rug. A tray of dried apricots sat on a small table at the side, along with 2 glasses of elma, or apple tea. "Stuff in the pipe smells good," said Karr. "What is it, ganja?" "Eh?" asked one of the men. "Dope. Pot." Karr put his fingers to his lips as if smoking a joint. The men remained confused. "Marijuana." "Oh, no, 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 no," said the man on the left. "This is tobacco," he said, speaking in English. "Here, join us." "Me?" Karr glanced around. Yes, come. You're American?" "Born and bred," said Karr. "You guys?" The man turned, looked at his companion, then burst out laughing. "We're Turkish," said the first man. "Well, no, you just speak English real well," said Karr. "English is the universal language," said the second man. "Come, sit with us, young fellow. Have a smoke. Very good." The men moved over on the couch, and Karr sat between them. He took a hit on the water pipe and immediately began to cough. This amused his new friends so much they nearly fell off the couch laughing. He did better with the second puff. The smoke had a soft, cool taste. "Wow! Don't let the Surgeon General taste that, huh? Get hooked right away." Karr laughed and sat back on the couch. "Name's Thomas Magnum, Dr. Magnum. I'm here for a conference. Great city." "I am a doctor as well," said the man who had first spoken to him. "More than a mere doctor," said his friend. "The head of neurology."